Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey everybody, just a quick little episode 8 here for you guys. I've gotten some feedback. So Dan last week said that when I open up I should call you guys forgers. My friend Stephanie said, what about soulsmiths? Because a forger is not really somebody who works with a hammer and an anvil. It's a smith, like a blacksmith. So I thought about that. Hey, soulsmiths, welcome to the show. It doesn't flow off the tongue, so I don't think I'm going to call you guys anything unless something really special and fantastic comes up. So just, hey everybody, or hey folks, how you doing? So hope everybody's doing good on this day whenever you're listening to it. What are we going to talk about today? Just a quick show. I was thinking, we always say, I wish this, or I wish that. And so I realized, you know what? I say that quite a bit. Oh, I wish I had more money. Or I wish I was a little bit taller. Or I wish it wasn't raining. And we're just throwing wishes around all willy-nilly. What would happen if a real, actual something happened? We came across a genie, for example, rubbed the lamp, and there he was, and he said, hey, thanks for letting me out, I'll give you 3 wishes. What would we actually wish? That's a big responsibility. You've only got 3 wishes. And of course, we all know the clause that you can't wish for more wishes, because that just invalidates the whole idea of 3 wishes, because you can't go around the limitations of the clause or of the idea. So, what would I wish? I used to wish, when I was a kid, I wanted, I want $1 million. And really, that's a lot of money, but it's not enough to last you for your entire life if you're going to have a lot of fun. So, what would I wish? Well, I've thought about it a lot. And one of the things that I really, really wanted was immortality. Now, I've played a lot of D&D games, and there's always wishing going on in that. And the one thing I learned from D&D, or Dungeons & Dragons, is that if you're going to wish for something, you have to make sure you pronounce it or enunciate exactly what it is that you want, because the genie will mess up with your wish, and it ends up backfiring. So immortality is a big thing that I've always wanted. So I could wish to live forever. But the unstated clause is that, you've got your immortality and you're living forever. You did not wish for unlimited health as well. So you're immortal, but you're sick for the rest of your life because your health keeps going down. So you're this undying, sickly creature. That's not good. So is that 1 wish or 2? I wish for immortality and unlimited positive health. I don't know if that's 1 or if that's 2, because you said and. That's a tough call. I guess you'd have to ask the genie first, if you're allowed to ask questions, that is. And then I thought, okay, so I've got my immortality and my health. What do I get as well to go along with that? I could live forever, but if I'm poor, that's not very good, right? I'm always starving, but I'm never dying, and I'm wasting away to nothing. So, do I wish for, say, $10 million in my bank? Well, that's great, but if I'm immortal, then the banking institutions are not always going to be the same throughout future time. So that's not good. What do? Do I wish for a mountain full of gold? How are you going to transport that? And what if somebody finds it? So you can't have all this crazy currency. I figured the next best thing would be to wish for well-rounded musical talent in all aspects. Because, now get this, you might not have any money right now, but if you've got all the musical talent, and that includes everything, that includes songwriting, singing, playing every instrument in every different country, and all that kind of stuff, right? You could do the didgeridoo, you could do a guitar, you could do the lyre, you could do any instrument at all. You could sing in any different kind of language. You could write any kind of different song. And that would include poetry as well. So you could be a traveling itinerant bard. And somebody's going to pay you, because throughout all of human history, there's always been the need for entertainment. You don't need an unlimited bank account for one of your wishes. You could wish for unlimited musical talent. You'll always be in demand. You could be a musician. You could be a songwriter behind the scenes. All kinds of different things, right? So you don't need a bank account. And as long as you live forever and you have the talent, you can make your own money and be paid in whatever kind of currency is available at that particular instant in time. That's it. Now, do you wish for world peace? That's a nice wish, but I think that's a cop-out answer, because if you really think about it, the whole idea of humanity and what they say is that humanity is the universe gaining consciousness to observe itself. So if you just wish for everything to be perfect, then there's no need for struggle, there's no need for conscious awakening. So you can't just wish it away. You have to let that happen naturally, natural evolution. And because you're immortal, you can actually watch it happen. And because you've got all this musical talent, you can guide it in the social media of the day. So that's what I would wish for. I would only use 2 of my wishes. I would wish for, well, I guess 3. Immortality, unlimited positive health, and all-around unlimited musical talent. That would be what I would wish for. What would you guys wish for? That's what I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments. You can tweet us, you can email us, anything you want. Now, to finish off the show, this is just a short one this time, just to get this idea out there. My friend Stephanie, who said Soulsmiths for what to call you guys, she binged all the episodes that I've released so far, and she's really enjoying them, and she said that she might like to come on and maybe co-host a couple episodes. And in fact, another guy on Facebook mentioned that he listened to some of the episodes and also thought it would be a great idea to have interviews on the podcast. And I've been thinking about that too. So these are things that might happen in the future. You never know. We'll just have to wait and see. If you haven't left a 5-star review in the iTunes store, I would very much appreciate it if you would do that. Also, share the links, join the Facebook group, tell everybody you know. Let's get the word out about the Forge. And remember, without deviations from the norm, progress is not possible. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Soul Forge. I hope you found some value in it. To contact the show, please email soulforgepodcast@gmail.com or find us on Twitter at soulforgepod. We are Soulforge Podcast on Facebook, and you can find me personally on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo. Please spread the Soulforge word by rating and reviewing us in iTunes and by telling everyone you know. Thanks for stopping by the Forge.